大家好，我是 Ting， 我们今天继续来玩《博德之门3》。好，将近快1个礼拜没有录了哈。最近都晚上回家都在玩那个星空啊，我觉得星空，真的是一款非常慢熟的游戏哦。那我觉得很难去评价它好玩或不好玩了。那个喜欢的觉得还可以。不喜欢的就觉得非常不喜欢。那我其实一开始是蛮不喜欢的，我觉得那个演出太那个了。但其实他慢慢玩，慢慢探索，然后开始解任务之后呢，能去比较多的地方，会觉得慢慢好像这个架构有慢慢清楚了一点。虽然还是很慢熟，战斗也就是跟一城余生差不多一样的，没什么很。动作要素不太多了，就是你打一枪，我闪进去，然后出来再打你几枪这样子，也没有什么破坏性武器，是飞弹啊，或者是那个火箭炮或什么的，大概就这样吧。等下我想跟那个先对话一下。
Remember, this ain't the blushing mermaid. It's the elf song. So behave yourself.
好，这个是苏格兰腔啊。
That's right. And a lonely job it is too. When you're the muscle, no one thinks about your heart. Very funny. Go on inside. They're looking for comedians.
对，好，回到那个，反正我已经其实快忘记我在这边的主要要干嘛了。反正我们就先下木楼梯去看以前君主的这个。藏身地点，看有没有什么东西可以拿啊！地图上就走哪去哪吧。然后这个大厨罗维尔，我记得他叫我们先把下面的老鼠清掉嘛，对，因为他好像也在暗杀名单上面。好吧，那就不废话了，我们直接下去吧。怎么那么多老鼠？直接就开打。物品只能用一次。咬个老鼠好了。
Of course. Nothing will stand in my way.
支配野兽，啊，为什么打了个纪念戒指？
the other side, you'll find a passageway, known only to those invited to do business.
That might be worth a look.
What's on your mind? Cursed to put my hands on everything.
The psionic detector's been activated. There must be Gith hostiles nearby.
有吉斯人。靠，这边竟然不会有战斗吧？
Githyanki. Blackith has found us. Get rid of them, quickly!
In the meantime, tear every brick out if you have to. If it doesn't come, we must find evidence of its whereabouts.
What a pleasant surprise.
Here you are, as brazen as described.
The gloomed soul who thieved from our queen.
Of course you had help, didn't you? From the Illithid you carry inside the astral prism. How quaint that we should meet here, in the very place that it once called home. We know all about the Emperor and its dealings with you. Though I must confess, its peculiar relationship with you threw us off course for a while. Tell me, what did it offer you in exchange for your servitude? And you would trust an Illithid to do such a thing? You have fallen prey to its manipulation. Your story ends here. We will reclaim the Astral Prism, purge it of the Illithid interloper, and restore it to our queen.
先快速储存一下。
What are you doing?
My dear child, I already know all there is to know.
I will liberate you from your puppet master, Chamazala Blackith!
Where Wolgar failed to kill me, I won't make the same mistake.
审判官，刚刚那也是审判官吗？都是审判官哦，11等。这怎么叫门徒泽瑞尔？又一个泽瑞尔。 哎，刚好射死一个。
Battle of wits.
魔能爆哦，魔能爆！靠，我干嘛要反击？
For the queen!
哇，我也命中你妹！他怎么还在招架？该死！
There's
Fresh pride. Tail Pluto.
刚他撞到墙自己掉下来了，这么北七。多把剑啊，干！
Won't see this coming.
哎干！哦，对，我失明术了，我想起来了。
With finesse. A better position.
靠，这样都中。
Take you.
Yes.
好了，牺牲阿斯戴伦。哎呦，优势还 miss， 太扯了。
Can't give up. Not now.
哎，怎么那么鸡歪？他一定要把他锤死。
What hit him?
Death can't have me. Not yet.
Take you. Onward. Take your Take you.
为什么无法抵达？市民数不是结束了吗
Step to it.
你早不暴击，现在才暴。
Here we go again.
Blackhead is relentless. You handled it well. Let us hope she exhausts her forces soon.
对，我们把阿斯达人救起来。
There's a statue that conceals the way through. I'll reveal it to you.
Take you. Oh, lovely little pick me up.
Protects me.
Can't give up now. 'Swift as my feet can carry me.
我看一下是什么，赫拉克尼尔护腕，心灵遥控，附赠动作施展法师之手，灵能守御护甲。哦，难怪我刚刚通过豁免，我那时候我那个圣火术豁免之后，他补了3点血，原来是靠这个啊！这个应该要丢给那个雷兹奥去穿了。 我们用盖尔去捡。
I'm sure.
灵能移动之靴，我看一下啊。当一个吉斯妖旗飞行术，下一次近战武器造成额外1到4点心理伤害，还挺强的嘛。完全都是否那个吉斯妖旗、吉斯洋基人，这也是蛮讨厌的。
Onward.
哦，无可挑剔的服装，应该就是这个最好看的。应该都剪了吧？
Still alive, so that's progress. What path lies before me?
That's curious. Something over there.
啊，对，就是这一件，非常好。
My old home. Thank you for bringing me back. Look around. You'll find some of my things. My old sword. My first purchase as an adventurer. No use to me anymore. It's yours, if you want it.
对抗变形者，变形生物额外1d4伤害，那不就专门拿来砍那个变形怪的吗？
All's well that ends.
额外1d4好像也还好。
There she is, in all her glory. My cutlery set. A gift from my mother. The butter knife is missing, but otherwise it looks to be complete. I don't need it anymore, but the memory stirs something in me still. My old wardrobe. The home of all my disguises. We are what we appear to be, and so appearances matter.
稀有重甲。
Something over there.
A shell. A keepsake from my final voyage. Pinched in a moment of sentimentality.
that's curious.
Rascal's collar. My poor four-legged friend. Their lives are so brief, so simple, and yet full. An old container for brains. Empty. Shame. It would have been nice to find one to sustain me now.
存个档好。为什么这边下面有一个活板门？
It's not safe here. It's too late for me, but not for you. Run as fast as your legs can carry you.
这他妈的，这个是奥林吧
The shapeshifter, or in the red. She seized me from our camp, bore me here to Baal's enclave. She slit my belly and filled her cup with my blood. A toast, she said, to her false god. She told me when her cup ran dry, she'd come for the rest of me. I'm done for. I will hold her off as long as I'm able. Run while you still can. Don't even think about fighting her. This foe is too powerful. You'd underestimate Orin the Red. The last mistake you'll ever make.
Look at it, crawling and sniffing and rooting around in the filth. Is it my netherstone you seek, little piggy? Hush, hush. Orin will take care of you and your little pet. Gortash, the little Lord of Darkness. I know him well. Yes, yes, and he knows me. Knows how my blades sculpt and carve this city. I could peel a fine pelt from the mutt I caught sniffing at your heels. Drag skin from flesh, from bone. I will not slice. Her kind die too easily. The Murder Lord demands a better offering. Something new. Sticky, sweet, and delicious. He wants you. Kethric's killer turned the corpse lover to carrion when you took his stone. Oh, but he was a dull kill. No blood to spill, no guts to rip. A desiccated husk, all dust and hollow. You must be sharpened before you set your edge against my skin. Against the tyrant's throat, of course.
You've heard Gortash's whispers. I see how your skull swarms with his promises. He whinges and wails over the crown of Karsus, wanting to command it without me. Oh, how I long to slit his poxy smile from ear to ear. But I can't touch him. He bound my blade when we first conspired. Gortash didn't want me at first. Didn't trust me. Got me to wag my tongue, swear an oath never to hang him from the hooks. Drip drain him into Father's open jaws. You must kill the tyrant. Take the Netherstone from his corpse and bring it to my temple.
There we slice and shred each other. The survivor claims the stones. What's left of the other is Baal's. Agree, and I will bring my assassins to heal. They watch you always, longing to spray the crimson from your veins. Refuse me, and you'll learn what happens to those who defy Baal's doctrine. So will your friend.
Orin demands a fight to the death. The prize for the victor, the Netherstones, and the chance to control the crown alone. Accept, and you must kill Gortash. Refuse, and your companion's life may be forfeit, as might your own. Orin's assassins will hunt you like prey for slaughter.
Allies? No. We had a balance. The chosen three. But it tumbled when you turned the Bone Lord to ash. Now, Gortash tries to gouge me from the city. That festering inadequate thinks me a flesher, butchering and cleaving only to whip the herd towards his tin men's oppression. You must kill him. Gore him like a pig prepped for the spit. Only then will you be sweet and sharp, ready for the Murder Lord's purpose.
我们存个档看会不会惹怒他。
Need? No, I do not need. You are made of nothing. Meaningless flesh and bone. I do not need. I offer. Baal's age approaches, and you could be there to see it. An idol of flesh, made to welcome his bleeding dawn. There is time for you yet. Time to save. Do not underestimate his steel watch. Seek their cradle in the lower city and skewer their skull meat. Make them rust and blood. Then you can gore the Lordling again and again and again. But listen close, Bone Killer. Step in my domain while the tyrant still sucks air, and I will carve your failure into your pretty plaything's skull. Bring me his stone, and I will set the bait free. Only then can you and I make exquisite butchery. The victor will set the world to slaughter. That is Baal's offer. He will not make another.
哇，雷赛尔被干掉了。被抓走了，没不是干掉。
We can't just let Orin take one of our own, even if it's Lae'zel. We have to rescue her, or kill Gortash in order to win her freedom.
You almost pity Orin, taking Lae'zel like that. Give her half a chance, and she'll rip out the shapeshifter's spine.
Lae'zel was a formidable addition to our party.
Our odds without her are diminished. We should consider Orin's terms carefully. However distasteful we may find them.
好吧，这应该就是那个事件。我觉得应该跟最早的版本比起来，应该是有差的。因为现在是抓我们不在队伍上面。这边怎么好像讲的斯特梅公爵的这个病情，好像是君主造成的？君主果然有鬼啊！看一下这边是，哦，一样是那个下水道的地方嘛。看来下水道大概就这个范围了，感觉往这边应该就是巴尔神庙、神殿了，所以。应该这边就不，我们就不再深入了。算是，这边啊，没事，那是回到1楼的。我还以为那边有任务。啊，好了，其实抓雷兹亚的话，我们就无所谓了，我们继续逛我们的。虽然这样好像有点没良心，但。就的确这样体验就不会像之前那个我看到那个评论一样觉得很鸟，对，因为我以为会是我们现有的一个队伍的其中一个人直接就变成奥林，然后呢他是随机抓的，如果是抓不在队上的，那我是觉得好像还无所谓了，对。还是我们传回营地看一下，看有没有什么对话。
To camp. Father should know of Ansur's fate.
I received a dispatch from the Grove. Life carries on there in our absence, just as nature intended. My chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest I ever made as Archdruid. Wounds have healed. Damage has been undone. Balance has been restored. Those who seek to serve nature there can once again do so with all their hearts. There have been difficulties. Some initiates harbor too much admiration for Korga's course of action. Francesca will do what she must to rid them of such notions. She is well suited to the task. Better than I, perhaps. To cleanse a land of shadows is one thing. But to sway a heart from a dark path is another matter entirely. I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Perhaps I was never meant to be Archdruid, to be a leader. Still, though, I cannot help but wonder if there was more I could have done. Perhaps, Oakfather willing, I may yet have the chance someday. Forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely and for so long. I almost missed the purpose it gave me. Now I must find a new one.
The great Orin the Red tugs your sleeve, sulking for attention. She might come to regret it yet. Lizelle will not break easily. But Orin will only enjoy her work the more for that if we give her the time.
Come for a chat?
What's up for discussion?
Fate, dost thou require?
Bloody shape-shifting freak! No one takes my Githyanki and gets away with it.
真的耶，他妈雷兹尔真的被带走，靠！不晓得这个艾琳跟伊索贝尔会不会有什么对话？
Come to bask in
啊，
the
没有，
glow of
很
the
好
moon.，
不用了，不用管他们了。好吧，所以其实根本，所以其实可以选要不要牺牲一个队友，然后去把奥林先干掉，再回去找 Gortash。
Oi! We got rats in cellar. We also got cats, but cats are useless. So how about you kill the rats? You did? Very clever. Good job. Yes. Here, you take this. Chef Revere has been staying most vigilant since your warning, yes. Only murders in this kitchen will be of the rat kind.
好，我们已经警告他了，希望他不会被干掉。
Gortash, Archduke of Baldur's Gate. I hear he's moved into the penthouse at Worm's Rock. That place must cost a fortune. Per diem?
A new Archduke? Fancy. Never had one of them before.
Drink up, Blas. We're celebrating. If you won't drink with me, I bet this stranger will. Right, stranger? I'm Clovia Throaks. Pleased to meet you. Our son Gaspar has finally found himself a proper job.
Aye, security at the Steel Watch Foundry. But I still wish he'd taken up the family business.
Now, Blas, you know Gaspar never had the patience for all the stitching a tailor has to do. Sewing rabbit-skin cloaks? Well, that's all right for some, I guess, but not for our Gaspar.
No, our Gaspar preferred hanging around the guild hall. I was afraid he was going to end up as a guild bone breaker.
Good thing I introduced him to darling Tamia Holst. She straightened Gaspar out, found him a place in the foundry. Perceptive one, aren't you? Blas, plum bubbles may have gone to my head, but I guess it's time to tell you. I'm leaving you. I'm starting a new life with Tamia. I'm going to sell the business. The money we used to start it was mine in the first place. I'm afraid that's it for Throaks for Cloaks. Oh, dear. The bottle's empty. Let's have another and talk about it.
I think I need to take a walk. In a minute.
靠，怎么直接就
I thought you were going for a walk, Blas.
What? Oh, you're still here. Maybe you should take the walk.
这直接就遇到离婚现场。
Just between us, I don't believe everything I hear from Archduke Gortash. He's entirely too slick to be trustworthy.
I've been thinking about it. No, I feel bad about all them refugees, but we just can't let them flood into the city. We'd be overwhelmed. In fact, that's probably the Absolute Army's plan.
As far as I'm concerned, Lord Gortash gets the benefit of the doubt. Until he does something obviously wrong, he's got my support. We can't afford to be squabbling with the Absolute crawling up our asses.
You talk about the honor of your order, but what about my honor? I made a deal.
Stog, if you want to join the Vigilant Knights, you have to quit beating people up.
I'm supposed to bust up this guy what owes money to Uktar of the Guild, but Gerva says if I want to join her order, that's a no-go.
But I already took the money for it from Uktar, so I gotta follow through. It's like an oath or something. And I know you understand oaths, Skirva.
What am I going to tell the Vigilant Knights, Doug? That you're knee-breaking for goodness?
Helmsgaze, you sound like a guild lawyer. You must think I'm pretty dumb. And maybe I am. Because I'm going back to return Uktar's money. Don't wait up, Gerva. Might take me a while to crawl back home with 2 busted knees.
有可能接了活不干完，可能会被贬。好了，这看来应该这个酒馆应该都结束了，对，赶快继续出去探索别的地方吧。这地方是有着探索的。
It's not what it looks like. I promise.
You don't want none of this. Trust me. How about this? You hand over everything you've got on you, and I'll give you
You've got to talk to the locals if you want the true story about Stelmane's death. The Gazette would never print all the juicy details.
You eaten at the Elf Song before? Awful, just awful. I had a stew there once that looked like it had a finger in it.
不明觉厉。
There's some rather lovely vintages out today. I'd get in quick if I were you.
Glorious summer's day, is it not? Perfect, in my opinion, for a light, refreshing tipple.
I'm rather enjoying the white. Maybe you should give it a try.
Now, keep it quiet. But I'm thinking I might have a little work tipple.
品酒节。
Lord Gortash's campaign.
Why, hello there. We were just about to try some of Master Metzley's delightful wines. Would you care to join us?
Oh, they do look ever so tasty.
Ah, Mrs. Highbury, I prefer to conduct tastings individually, so I may assess your palate.
Call me Cora, Master Metzley. And I'm afraid I must insist on their joining us. Wine's no good without company, after all.
The wine scent is almost sickly sweet, with an acrid note just on the periphery. Poison.
让梅泽里大师先喝。
No. Who on earth is Dolor?
I must say, if this is a practical joke, it's not very amusing.
It was perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You have sullied it with knowledge, made it an unclean sacrifice. I will remember your face. And I will peel it from your skull, should you interfere again.
哎，这不就是那个红衣服的？这不就是那个红衣服的那矮人吗？ 哇，没想到来这边怎么这么突然就这么多战斗啊，好不习惯了。他为什么没有那个开心啊？吸血的那个不是有一个开心的效果吗？哇！哪来这么多暴击？哎，他被麻痹啊！干这变形怪靠腰。墓碑商店钥匙。看这么多人的手。
I think of Lord Gortash's still watch. Well, I am so glad you asked, Edward.
有那个小丑的手吗？
No, no.
没有。
Mr. Needle.
No time to dally.
Don't waste the step.
Please keep your eyes on what you're doing.
Are you drunk?
Not drunk enough to listen. Can you believe it? I thought this would be a civilized event.
原本那个酿酒大师呢？
I should speak up.
Did you see the bloke who ran through here? Either mad or drunk, maybe both.
哎，等一下，他那个应该可以死者对话。
This should work.
Corpse seems willing to speak, but not to its killer.
有没有易容术？有易容术卷轴的话，应该就可以了。好吧，不然我们自己用那个面具变换好了。 啊，已经无法说话，靠腰。Shit。妈的，竟然没跟他对话成。
Moving in.
I am so glad that monster was stopped.
Oh, me too, my love. Me too.
All that will work.
Thank you for helping Cora. I couldn't do any of this without her.
You can't.
好吧，想不到在这边这么快就把这个猩红矮人给解决掉了。看他录多久？哇，这样混一混也1个小时。
I'll never understand people who don't want to be famous. The more the people like you, the more you can get away with.
啊，这个好像我自己记得是官方直播在播那个卡拉克的那个罗曼的时候，好像这个好像是跟卡拉克认识的，看来要带他来才那个。
No matter what the Gazette says, I just hope Lord Gortash protects us when it counts.
It's the Gazette having a monopoly, that's the problem. They'd have to do better if they had competition.
Do they really think we'll believe everything they put in the paper?
I just wish it was as safe behind the walls as the Gazette says it is.
Lord Gortash has to make some tough decisions to keep this city safe. I hope this rabble understands that.
这个脸怎么跟那个我们在侧边遇到那个奥林的那个有点像？
A broken steel watcher. A tag wired to it reads, Unit defective. Return to the steel watch foundry at the west.
My poor sweet vegetables. They deserved better.
对，我们刚拿到钥匙，我们回墓碑店看一下。墓碑店搞不好人全部死光。
Why, yes, Edvard. Can I call you Edvard? Well, Edvard, I do support Lord Gortash's campaign. Why, yes. I'd love to do an interview. Oh, sorry. Thought you were one of the mouse journalists.
Ah, 不管看几遍都还是觉得这个城市做的真棒。
Sorry, sir. Thank you, sir. God bless you.
If you can't afford it, stop wasting time.
为什么会有动物残骸？
A fine selection of tongs. The one indispensable tool of the artisan's workshop, it seems. ponds so many times.
Ah, excellent choice.
这为什么不能够投掷它呢？
Easy.
The locked door has red text on it reading, "All are awaited, all are embraced. None shall escape."
啊，这个看一下，看这边该不会是一个可以进去那个神殿的其中一个点吧？
The phrase sounds familiar, but you can't quite recall where you heard it.
啊，巴尔信徒地下室，果然呢。 好吧，果然是这边是可以下来的。好，所以我们要直接去杀奥林，应该是这样就可以直接去的。只是他那个印记好像也不是巴尔印记啊。巴尔不是一个骷髅头旁边有几个点状物的那个一个圆圈呢？
What do I think of Lord Gortash's still watch? Well, I am so glad you asked, Edvard.
We're not lost. Just taking in the view before continuing on our way.
The lower city's a bloody warren. I'm surprised anyone can find their way around.
Hmm. 我记得我好像已经有跟他对话过，所以后面我们好像可以进去找九子，可是我还不想那么早去找，所以继续往山坡区去逛好了。上次我们是在这边打这个杀准鱼人吧，沙华鱼人猎手，干有够丑的。
Just discussing the weather, dearie. Nothing of interest to you.
Plenty to do and see in the gate. No need to barge in our private chat.
啊，这场景啊！ 这城市啊，可惜了。
What's that?
我察觉到了什么鬼东西？哦，这边有个洞啊，所以应该是德鲁伊变成猫的，又可以去钻了。
Please, sir. Please. It's for my son. Anything would help. Any amount at all.
I feel a little dizzy.
Please, kind sir. Can you spare a few coins to feed my son? Please. He's sick and likely to die.
Sorry, I can't talk. I might miss my next customer.
To one lord and his metal toy. Used to work for Baldur's Mouth, I did. Sacked me after they got that new Printworks. Arseholes.
You can smell that, right? Bloody rotten it is.
Don't worry about the smell, citizen. Probably just the drains. Nothing to concern yourself with.
What am I supposed to do then? Miscreants creeping around? A stink like death itself.
Bet you a million Steel wouldn't let that happen. Fireworks never hurt anyone. That's just what grown-ups say to make us not want to play with them.
12, 13, 14. Oh, rats! I'm short.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
The guard is busy with their patrol and has no time for idle chatter.
这巡逻的怎么卡在这里
？Awful.
No, it's all right. I'm gonna help you.
I got lost. And then when I found Mummy and Daddy again, they wouldn't get up. I shouldn't have run away. I'm sorry.
Little Unfounders Fork's gutted. Didn't see it happen more, thank my gods. City's home to some proper sick bastards.
Oh, poor kid found his parents like this. It's a tragedy, yeah. But it's not like we can look after him.
Are we scheduled for maintenance?
Can't afford a failure on a critical one.
The broad. You.
Behold, this tree is plagued by pestilence, yet refuses to die. The goddess Shontia wishes me to save it. I can feel it.
突然发现哦，因为最近玩星空，星空没有支援 DLSS， 是那个 AMD 的 FSR2。突然发现真的是它那个 4K 真的是 FSR2， 我好像只能拉到65到75%， 真的是比较糊。我现在回来看《博德之门3》，我就觉得是好清晰哦，我的天哪！ 清晰到一个顶点了。哎，要怎么进这个门？怎么可以清晰成这个样子呢？啊，门在这里。
That smoke powder smell. It smells so good.
Faces, hands, and eyebrows. How do we protect them?
Watch for wind direction. Put on your gloves. And a light at arm's length.
Very good. And what does Uncle Philogir always say?
Once it's lit, you commit.
Excellent! Now remember, Philogir's Fireworks accepts no liability for singed nails, toasted eyelashes, loss of limbs, scalded torsos, or blown off heads. Now, you there. What can I do for you?
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. he has a tadpole.
Aha! A fellow friend of Gortash. Praise the Absolute. I have a special sample, available just for you, if you wish. Aha! You must be Arthur's friend. Keep your voice down. Yes, yes, he's just upstairs, but only one flight. If you get to the top, you've gone too far. Browse as irresponsibly as you like. Just don't tell the other customers.
Gonna need to change out this barrel.
Any torches, matches, wizards, or other sources of open flame, keep them unlit, please.
严禁火烛。
He's a bit of a genius, isn't he? At sales, not fireworks. Of course, it helps to have the only license in town to sell the stuff.
Critical pipe.
Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
Head on up.
Your uncle is waiting for you upstairs.
这个就是之前我们在那玩具店遇到的那个，在熊玩具里面塞火药的那个。
Another friend of Felagir? All right. Just remember the top floor's off limits, password or not. Looking to buy a little something extra then? That could not be less of your business. Smoke powder in its earthier forms. For purists only.
1500啊，好，我们顺便把一些东西买一买，不然身上实在太重。
Just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up. Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet?
啊，猩红皮甲，多落的凄凉。刚捡起来的时候忘了看了一下。使用此武器打出致命一击时，额外造成7点伤，还挺痛的。可他原本的伤害也实在是太低了。
Won't blow us up.
好吧，看起来目前暂时不能上去。哦，这个看起来是洛坎是在这哦。原来那这一栋我以为是那个什么水什么宫殿的。然后这个就是法师塔。
The guard is busy with their patrol. The guard is.
Oh, stand up. You're slouching. Sweet. A magic show.
It's been ages since there was any fun in this city.
Louder than the fireworks.
Just look at her. She hasn't been this excited since her birthday.
I'm gonna grow up to be a great wizard and wade through my enemies with spells of fire and blood. Mostly fire.
Cool. Seriously cool. My favourite firework colour is like dark violet because it's the most cool.
Beautiful. What colours? Oh, reminds me of the sparkler tricks on Liar's Night.
Brighter! Louder! Bigger!
Guess there are other uses for magic besides fighting off invading cultists. But I wonder if these mages shouldn't be in the battle.
These are just cantrips. I can keep this up all day.
Yeah! I mean, yeah, verily, behold and stuff. Just like Astondo the Greater says.
Behold! The sacred illuminations of the mysterious ancients. Back off, Chop, you're too close. Do you want to lose your eyebrows?
这很靠腰。坐在这椅子上看得到演出吗？看不到啊，没看他们几个在动啊。
Come get your copy of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. When the mouth speaks, the city shakes. All right there, Chief. Can I interest you in a copy of our fine broadsheet? Have a gander at that. Come back tomorrow if you fancy fresh news. Get them right here.
精灵这个酒馆遭老鼠入侵，想不到我们做的东西竟然也那个出现在那上面了。
Ah, I was hoping to bump into you sooner or later. I've heard about you. I know the so-called savior of the city has taken an interest in you. One thing I've learned, real saviors never label themselves as such. Lord. A fine title for the greatest scoundrel in town. Imagine, wagging your big metal willies up and down a thoroughfares and calling yourself Archduke. Pathetic. He needs a proper challenge, and from what I've heard, you're the person to give it to him. I might not have exactly what you need, but I remain at your service. Have a look at least.
他也卖东西啊，这个是地摊货是吧？哇，他现金有1200啊。
Godspeed, and come back whenever you need something.
Move along, citizen. Nothing to see here.
但我好像想选这种下巴都是肥肉的矮人哦。
As the superior officer, I think I'll delegate all the sentry shit to Gonfalon and catch me a nap.
这是个守卫塔是吧？
I see it, sweetie. Oh, stand up. You're slouching.
Whatever magic powers the armor is beyond your knowledge.
到底是啥意思？换盖尔来检测看看。
This armor is a construct animated by powerful magic. It has no soul or power of speech, but it follows the directives of its master. It feels no pain and knows no morality. It will act on behalf of its master and perish when the magic that binds it is severed.
好，可以不用理他了。
No one back home will ever believe this.
哎呀，是罗兰呐！哇，他也死等了。
You! What are you doing here? Nothing for you to worry about.
His voice catches. Something's wrong here.
But never mind that. What can I do for you? Huh. I suppose that, at least, I can help with.
哦，这么多好东西啊！这德鲁伊的轻甲、御魂马甲哦，原来我看那么多人在播都穿这个，原来是这边直接买的，防御等级+2，那可以买来给盖尔穿呢、反应动作对攻击者进行徒手攻击哦，那武僧也蛮适合的。再生戒指。 快速施法哦，每个短修可以把一次那个附赠动作释放一次戏法。他这要是常态能够直接附赠加变戏法，就太强了，可惜了。触琴手长棍，灵体武器6环的灵体哦，这么强啊！ 天赋神犬魅力+2，有空我们再回来买吧。
Hope you found what you. How can I help you? Then head upstairs and be careful. Something terrible might happen if you're not paying attention.
这话中有话。
Excuse me, can't stop. There's only so much shopping time left before the absolute breaches the city.
Have you seen how much the prices have risen? Might as well be throwing my gold straight into the lava elemental.
I want a pet elemental, but Mumbus says I'm not old enough. I wouldn't let it die like the goldfish, though.
这个熔岩元素呢，我们在那个复仇之路的时候有打过一只，但是因为那一段我没有录，所以这个应该是我影片里面第一次出现的。但是我必须讲，我觉得它这个表面的这个材质啊，虽然这看起来应该是一个贴图，一直去循环去播放的，但是我必须讲，这个做的还真的是挺好的，对，挺有质感的。 啊，现在像其他游戏大厂，要是有这个拉里安的一半强，对，就不会被骂成那个样子，真的。而且这个，我还是觉得，就他的这个游戏，他的这个美术设计啊，什么都觉得还是真是太顶级。我最近玩星空，我觉得我最不满意就是，我觉得我对那个服装，就是我已经玩到去那个什么龙神集团了，对，我都还是觉得那个服装是有够难看的，我的天哪！
Water elemental appears to turn towards you, showering everything with a bracing mist.
我只希望可以把我的这个，对我还正想讲，他可以把我的血洗掉，太好了。
The lava elemental looks at you placidly, near unfathomable heat beating against your face.
可是我的血，我脸上的血好像还在。
On my way.
Look, a bookseller.
She can point us to the tome I need.
You're after nothing.
Do you think that zombie looks fresh? Is fresh good? I never know with zombies.
The newborn zombie gazes at you hungrily, pus drooling from its slack jaw.
Apologies. I'm with a customer at the moment.
Literature department. Can I help you?
对，你为什么讲到那么小声？
These books are sensitive. They prefer an environment of quiet reverence.
这个配音员怎么有点像是明萨拉那个配音员，有点像啊。
Bold. You might have heard that our library has a collection other shops would lack the skill to curate. Between us, even Master Leverokin was reluctant to house them in his tower. The pen is mightier than the magic wand, apparently. They're locked away here for their and our customers' safety. Our finest reserve includes the Tharkiat Codex, the Annals of Karsus and Netherese Folly, Sights of the Seelie, and the Curriculum of Strategy. Do any of those interest you? It is said to be written by Lord Karsus himself, the Netherese arcanist who attempted to replace the goddess Mystra, failed, and was banished for the attempt. Great magical knowledge lies within those pages, but not many can withstand it.
That's it. That's what I need.
The Annals of Karsus would no doubt have much to say about the Crone's true nature. If only you could read them.
Buy? Books as temperamental as these are not on sale. They are secured in our vault, where none can harm them, nor can they do any harm. Consider yourself lucky to have learned of such a book's existence, and then forget about it. The Annals of Karsus are best left unread.
欺瞒一下好了，还是威吓好了。哎呀，说服了，说服了。
Customers like you are why I prefer the company of books. The only way to gain access to the vault is through my office. And before you ask, no, you are not allowed in there either. I already told you, it is locked in our vault. And with good reason. Imagine if a tome so dangerous was sold to someone with such poor comprehension. You certainly have. Even simple knowledge of these tomes is enough to stimulate most.
这在小声讲话的过程还蛮白目的。
You're a fellow bargain hunter, I see. The hidden gems here are far better value than the rare books Tolna keeps locked behind the desk.
Would you mind if I finished browsing before you muscle in, please? I was here first, actually.
One moment. I'm trying to work out how many pinches of mugwort is equivalent to one of Mother's Leaf.
Oh, well, it's too late for that now, isn't it, dear? I think it's fair. Might have a bit of that catnip decoction left, as long as you hasn't got it into it.
Welcome, dear patron, to the floor at the top of the stairs. If you have information about the Night Song, great riches await. If you are here to waste the great wizard Lorroakan's time, reconsider. Let your knowledge determine your path forward.
哦，怎么这么多传送门？
Welcome back, dear patron. Remember that the great wizard doesn't suffer fools who waste his time. Let your knowledge...
The Night Song is a druidic staff that allows its bearer command over an army of ancient beasts. The Night Song is an ancient potion that allows its drinker to become irresistibly attractive to man and god alike. The Night Song is a priceless ruby from a realm beyond our own. The Night Song is an immortal being, the child of a deity.
他是用这样子去过滤掉那些搞不清楚那个 Night Song 的人嘛？哇，好聪明哦！哦，我们看他录多久，应该够跑完这一段。可是我怕等一下要开仗，我们现在是有点弹尽粮绝的状态哈，不知道等一下打会不会有什么问题。 22应该够。好，转个档。
Hold very still, Nicklaw. Craig's aim is much improved, but still leaves something up to chance.
Yes, sir.
All right, Crank. Ready? Aim. We have a visitor. At ease. Nicklaw, you may go. I see no Night Song. Surely you wouldn't have entered my tower without the Night Song in hand, hmm? Surely my worthless apprentice wouldn't have allowed you to waste my time. You'll have more gratitude than you know how to count once the Night Song is in my hands. Do you have it or not? She? Then you do know her. You've been to Shah's temple, to the Shadowfell. You've looked upon the Night Song's face. Tell me, and choose your next words carefully. Where is she now? I'm growing tired of this repartee, my friend. Let us cut to the chase. Beautiful, isn't it? Worth more than your life, too. I bought it from a Kalashite warlock. There's very little of his soul left to him. It can bind a celestial to the wearer's service with a snap of the fingers. And this can keep her in place. Forever.
Hmm. 看要不要戳破他。
It didn't work out for poor Ketherick. did it. He was a fool, a desperate mercenary who poured out his soul to whichever god flattered him. I serve no god, but that which stares back at me in the mirror. The Night Song will be put to a grand purpose, equalizing man and god. Whoever helps me attain that which I seek will be greatly rewarded. Of course not. But perhaps, after enough lifetimes, I might make a start of it.
He would seek the power of gods for the pettiest of reasons. His own gratification. At least I seek them for the better of all.
What's that? I didn't quite catch the words, but the insolent tone was clear enough.
Pitying, not insolent. You chase one power without knowing an even greater one lies within my reach. The crown of Karsus. Once we acquire it, your ambitions will be dwarfed. I'll be able to stand against Mystra and wrest her powers from her for the betterment of all.
The crown of Karsus? Nonsense. Even if it still existed, you couldn't possibly handle its power.
Perhaps you could not. But Netheril's power is in my blood. And Mystra? I know her in ways that most mortals can only dream of.
Ah. So it is you. Mystra's discarded lapdog. And now you think your bark is cause to make me tremble?
There is no need for me to bark. My actions will speak for themselves. In time.
Then go. Act. I'll open a fine vintage in your name, once word of your failure reaches me.
我们选1看看好了，我先存个档。
We shall see, won't we? Do as I say, and you will be rewarded beyond imagination. Fail, and you give up the prize to the next motivated mercenary to encounter my contract. The choice is yours, but make no mistake, I always get what I want.
哇，这法师怎么那么欠扁？
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
啊，水元素执政官果然带了一大堆元素，在这边当那个守卫啊。啊，不过这个塔做的还挺不错的。这个地板是这种红色的这种大理石纹路，然后再配上这个金色的金边红底地毯，真的很靠腰，对，非常有逼格。
You'll bring him the Night Song, won't you? He'll be so very pleased, so very happy if his plans materialize.
啊，这集时间够不够啊？觉得这集时间不太够，我们先回去长休结束之后再去看奈颂的反应好，因为长休我们上次米佐拉要来跟我们约炮，我们来看一下这长休他到底会不会，我们会不会被放鸟？时间应该还有一点哦，我们就先快速储存一下，然后前往营地。哎，不行了，这边不能前往营地，应该可以长休吧？哇，也不行，那我们就先回到1楼好了。阻止刊发应该是失败了，对。
Please.
So Leroican covets Dame Aylin. He'll live to regret that once we inform her.
To camp. Father should know of answer.
Leroican hunts powerful game. Too powerful for him, perhaps. Dame Aylin should be informed that yet another ambitious fool lusts after her.
Let us find Aylin and extend Leroican's invitation. It has been too long since I have seen a wizard cry.
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you.
Come for a chat?
Dost thou require...
Oh, that guy makes my skin crawl. So, what's the plan? Do we chase him out of town or skip straight to skull cracking? All right, fair enough. But, oh, can I watch?
卡拉克反应还是很好笑。
I need a moment for the two of us.
If that charlatan Leroican thinks he can best Dame Aylin, he's even more clueless than I believed. We should inform her of his delusions. No doubt she'll have great fun in dispelling them.
We should tell Aylin that Leroican is hunting her. She has a right to know. Also, she'll want to cave his skull in, and honestly, I would not mind seeing that.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Mother's milk, your visage speaks of ill tidings.
Speak, ally mine. What troubles you?
Let us not dwell on those dark days. Their memory is a vortex within my heart that leads directly to the hells. Is he indeed? Pray tell, what does he seek from Dame Aylin? Magicians and their machinations. I have had enough for an eternity. I will wring his neck until he's dead. It is he who must not pursue me. Let us travel to his chambers, his lair. We will see him undone, in the style of the dead, unburied Ketheric Thorm.
I'm coming with you. I'd like to get a few licks in myself.
My darling, we agreed you'd scout for the nearest Selûnite enclave this very night. Let us divide our efforts, all the sooner to be reunited.
I won't let you go alone. Who knows what this wizard might have planned?
Our closest ally will accompany me, won't you? It will be a swift and fruitful chore. Hie we to this Leroican right away. I am as eager to meet him as he is to ensnare me.
那一送那个盔甲真的是很帅。
Aylin left to face that wizard, Leroican, was it? Even after all she's been through, she thinks herself unstoppable, invincible. It all feels like recklessness to me. That's my greatest fear. I wanted to help her, but she said she fights better when she knows I'm safe. I understand, I suppose. I feel the same about her. I'll rest a little easier if you do. You fought well against my father. I imagine a rat like Leroican will be nothing in comparison.
啊，没错，我们会一起对抗他，但是先等我睡完那个米佐拉再说。先等等。诶，我是要睡哪边呢？ 像是啊，对，是这边。
They say that home is where a person can be their truest selves, without guile, without pretense. You did well to see off the Githyanki who had invaded mine. And now that you have seen where I come from, you know all there is to know about me. At least, all that matters. My beloved confidant and loyal companion Rascal. The very first reward I gifted myself on completion of my first adventure. The garments with which I concealed and later constructed my appearance as the Emperor. We spoke of my relationship with Duke Elin Stelmane, a story I have told no one else. I have no more secrets from you. No need to resort to subterfuge. We are true allies now, working towards a common goal. Your distrust of me will be your undoing. Would it make a difference if I let you read my thoughts? It, the truth. This was the alternative relationship we could have had. Aren't you glad I finessed my methods? But since you insist on thwarting my craft, let us be blunt. You are my puppet. Make no mistake, without me, you have no value. You will take me to the brain because you have no other choice. And once we are there, you will do exactly what I tell you to. And you would do well to reconsider unlocking your potential. Your puerile attachment to your material form jeopardizes us all. If I must, I will force you. We are done here.
哦不，我们被君主拦截了啊！然后再就是君主他终于露出他真面目了，对。但是我更期待米佐拉，对，说好的米佐拉呢
The dog wags his tail, a small. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
靠，我们赶快去跟米佐拉对话一下。不，我的约炮，君主被他打断了。
Come for a chat?
该死！不过我们终于就是揭穿了君主的真面目，他这个是完完全全的在操作我们，因为我们替他达成他要的事情，其他人应该也有意识到。
Why, hello, lover. That sounded.
哎，没有哎，他只跟我们讲。
Hello, my dear.
我决定存个档，然后再长修一次，看是不是可以触发米佐拉的这个对话，对。然后看能不能当做这一集的 ending， 对。 Helsing 为什么有惊叹号？干不管了，我不想理他了，我只是要看能不可以触发米佐拉而已啊。算了，先跟他对话。妈的，也不知道什么，因为成功触发了，我就不用读档了。
I never quite realized how burdened I was until I met you. The threat of the Shadow Curse, the politics of the Grove. I was forgetting who I was. But you lifted the fog. Thank you. You. I discovered you. I have lived a very long time. I have taken many lovers. My heart does not stir lightly. But it does now. Truly? I thought you felt the same as I did. You saw to my needs here in camp with the care of a lover, not a host. But I respect your choice. If that's how you truly feel. Your friendship remains precious to me.
等会我们点1好了。
You have bonded with Shadowheart, body and soul. Her scent lingers on your skin. If there is to be anything between us, it must be with her consent. And perhaps someday, her participation.
哇，3P， 哇靠！
I understand. And I still cherish our relationship. Still, I could not have forgiven myself had I not taken the plunge. Better to have tried and failed.
我记得那个最近拉里安有讲哦，这个是好像是 bug。
Did you want something?
就是每个同伴都一开始就很饥渴，想上来做菜，对不对？我记得他是说这是 bug， 是那个好感值的那个一开始预设这达到那个条件设太低了，对，我记得他们有讲。赶快来睡觉，看会触发米佐拉，应该是不需要那个的，因为我们现在是法术位是满的。哇，获得短修，他妈的！ 很麻烦。哦不，触发不了米佐拉，干，他妈的，他一定就是切的，就是该死的君主。啊，算了，我等一下自己读档。啊，好了，这集就这边了。妈的，我们啊被截胡了，被君主截胡了，而且还看到他真面目，他妈的，这搞得我有点想把奥菲斯放出来的，操，对。 啊，真的太鸟了啊！我多想看米佐拉那段演出了啊！我真是悔恨啊！唉，其实应该就是我前面少长修一次，对，应该先让触发君主这一段，然后后面米佐拉跟我们对话的时候，应该就可以正常触发了。现在等于是重复，然后呢，就后面就可能就跳掉了，他好像也不会补触发，真是他奶奶的！唉，我不可能为了跟米佐拉发生关系，要把上一次长修前的全部重玩一遍吗？我的天哪，要命了！只能自己上网去看米佐拉那一段演出了，太可惜了，真的太可惜了。好了，那这集就这样了。那个下一集就是我们要去跟那个 Night Song 暗夜之歌去看那个洛若卡那边到底想要搞什么幺儿子啊？对。 我觉得他也知道我们一定回来替他管，所以他一定还要准备别的东西。 不晓得那场战斗会不会很困难呢？我们有一个盖尔出来法术反制他，应该是还可以啦，应该是啊。这个后来再不然就是想办法看影星把他沉默一下吧，对，大概是这样。剧情的话，我是没有料到在那个品酒节就直接就把那个猩红矮人干掉了，我还以为他还会继续潜伏一阵子，想不到直接把他戳破了。而且我在那个对话当下，我还没把他认出来，后来想到，哎，不对啊，红色的矮人，对不对？才认出来，我是那个察觉提醒我酒里有毒，对，我才慢慢才想起来，哎，对，这好像是我们要找那个刺客，对，但是这个设计的不错，那个刺客我以为他是穿个什么那个斗篷啊、兜帽啊什么的，想不到是穿个那个猩红皮甲，对。好吧，那剧情就这样吧。对，下一集应该就可以看一下那个洛若坎这个战斗了，应该也是有不少演出的啦，我感觉。而且那个法师塔里面应该有，我记得好像有2件传奇武器可以拿，所以下一集我们应该实力可以获得巨大提升哦。那我自己应该会先去1楼，再把那几个紫色的装备买一买啊。对，因为不晓得我们把洛若坎翻了，把它一锅端之后呢，是那边的那个什么罗兰啊什么，他们还在不在？对。好了，那以上就是今天这个《博德之门3》的游玩内容啦。那我们就感谢大家的收看，我们下次见，拜拜。